yoga in our city's virtual studio. I'm Anne. Now, it's very important if this is the beginning of an exercise program for you or even yoga that you go to see your medical practitioner, especially if you are pregnant, you are nursing, you are taking medication, and or if you have a pre-existing condition. It's always a very good idea to play safe. So tonight we're going to do a 30-minute yoga session, and it will be on adaptive yoga, and we will be focusing on increasing stamina, balance, flexibility, and strength. And as you know, these are all very important qualities that we need to function in life. Now, on a personal note, be sure that you take your time and you breathe, synchronizing your breath with each movement. Now, I'd like to start with introducing you to the props. Okay, now tonight we're going to go back to the roller for our feet. And then I have a strap here that we'll be using for one of the postures. Well, this is a flexible band. If you have a strap or a scarf, that's fine. And if you don't have any next to you, you can use your pants to do one of the postures or asanas, like pull on the pants, because we'll be raising our leg into a 4-star. Then we have our blocks, and then we have our blanket. So our intention this evening is I am strong, I am secure. And we'll say that 3 times. For our intention, I am strong, I am secure, I am strong, I am secure. Now, sitting mountain is how we're going to start. And this is our foundational pose. Now, after every asana, we come back into sitting mountain. And the importance of it, because we're engaged and we're very conscious and aware of our bodies, okay? And very important is the proper alignment of our bodies. Okay, so let's begin. Now, if you go through the previous videos, you will see that my chair yoga class, I went into a lot of detail on sitting mountain. So I'm going to move through this pretty quickly. Okay, so come to the front of your chair, but be safe. So you'd want to come whereby you're comfortable and secure, but you're able to sit upright. So your pelvis is aligned with the lower body. Now, we always start with the foundation. So to begin with, we will take our feet and press the bottom, this fatty part here and near the heel, press it firmly on the floor or mat in front of you. Our legs are comfortably apart. One of the guides you can use is your 2 fists and just put it between the legs and ride them right up. Then moving into our shoulders, we're going to take our shoulders and raise them towards our ears and push back. So we're leading with our chest. We're opening our chest to allow the lungs and the oxygen and carbon dioxide to move very freely during this whole practice. Also, we want the chin parallel to the floor, and we have what we call a drishti. That will be a focus point. Now, our drishti will be where when you look straight ahead, where your ceiling meets the wall, that would be the drishti. You don't want to go any higher than that because you don't want to hurt your neck. Okay, so this is the foundational pose, and make sure that if you take your hands, you pull the right buttocks and then the left buttocks, you can feel your sits bones beneath you. That's your sign that your sits bones, if they're firmly on your chair, will be aligned perfectly with your pelvis. Okay, so let's begin with our warm-ups. And again, we'll start from the bottom right up. So let's start with using our roller. Okay, and we'll massage the bottom of our feet. Now, if you don't have a roller, that's okay. You can use a tennis ball or whatever else you have. And if you don't have one of those, you can actually use your fingers and, press on the various parts of the foot. Okay, so you get some nice little pressure there. All righty, but I'm going to use my roller and we just go back and forth and you feel the sensations. And then we're going to move to our other foot. Beautiful. Now for our warm up, we're also going to do a pranayama or a breath work. So let's begin with 3-part breathing. So come back to your foundational pose, feet pressing down on the floor beneath you. Now take your hand and place it on your belly, and then you'll move it to the rib cage and then upper chest. So the 3-part breathing is place the hands on the belly and just simply close your eyes and breathe, inhaling fully and exhaling. Now moving up, rib cage breathing. This is where the fingers touch each other as we place right hand on right rib, left on left, and breathe. And then moving to the upper chest, you can place your hands either up here on the chest or you can rest your fingers on your shoulders and thumbs on the side. And breathe. And now we're going to take the 3 parts and just simply going to breathe. So we're going to combine them together. So 3-part breathing, nice full breath. Now simply relax, keep your eyes closed, and notice your breath. Is your breath smooth? When you were doing your 3-part breathing, was it full breaths? Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Notice any sensations that you may be feeling. Okay, now open your eyes and let's come back to the warm-ups. So we did the bottom of the feet. Now let's take the feet and extend them out, the right foot first, and make circles with the ankles. 3 times each side. Now the left. Lubricating the joints and reverse. And then let's move up to the knees and inhale. Take that left knee and bring it up to the chest and back down. Right and left. And then moving to the left. Inhale and then exhale, coming down. Inhale, synchronizing the breath with the movement. Very good. And now I invite you to take your fingers and place them on your core, on your belly. And now simply inhale, push the belly out, and exhale, tighten it and bring it in. Let's do that 10 times. Massaging the belly. Push out on the inhale and exhale, push it in. Now, this takes work. This is an active move, tightening the core. Now, you want to engage the muscles in the lower body. So, we're sitting in an active posture with Sitting Mountain. And then, when you've reached 10, you could place the hands down by the sides of your body, or you can place them on your lap, whatever's comfortable. And now, relax. And now we're going to make circles with our lower body. Coming around 3 times, engaging, loosening, becoming more flexible. Then back in the opposite. And try to even engage the upper body as you're moving in these beautiful circles. Beautiful. And now we're going to take our awareness to the shoulders and we're going to up towards the ears and back down with the exhalation. So inhale. Now you can exhale through the mouth. And now relax. And now let's make shoulder rolls. And reverse. Nice. Now we're going to bring the shoulders back so the shoulder blades are touching or kissing each other. Open the chest and breathe. Oh, I like to open my mouth on the exhalation for some of these more active breathing sessions. And relax. And now we're going to focus on the neck, and you're going to bring the chin right down to the chest, and then up as far as the ceiling meets the wall. That's your drishti, and then down again. Beautiful. Now we're going to move into our side body. So we're going to inhale over the right. We'll come back into our Sitting Mountain pose. Be sure we're nice and aligned. Okay. Pelvis perfectly aligned with our lower body. Now inhale, stretch the right arm up to the ceiling and slowly the left hand by the side and come over to the left side. And back down. We'll do this 3 times each side. Feel the opening in the side body of the right. Opening the ribs. Now let's do the opposite. Inhale, come over the opposite side. Beautiful. All righty, coming back to Sitting Mountain pose. Bring the awareness to the alignment of the body. Actively engaging the lower with our upper body. Our chin parallel to the floor beneath us. And we're going to start with cat-cow. Now remember, we're still focusing on level of flexibility and you find your level, just be very aware of your breath. Breathe wherever you are, inhaling on the extension and exhale on the contraction. Okay, so let's begin with cat cow. So if you're on level 1, you may only come this far and then coming back, exhale. So wherever you are, that's where you stay. Level of flexibility. Now you may be on a cat cow level 2. So that we can take our hands and bring them forward and make a larger cat cow. And then come back, inhale. So any posture that you can do on the mat can be adapted to the chair. It may not look exactly like it, but you'll have all the benefits, okay, as you would if you were doing the postures on the mat. And then if you're in level 3 for cat cow, you're going to inhale, stretch forward, and then exhale, coming back. Let's do this 3 times. And beautiful. Okay. Now, next we're going to do the figure 4, and that's where you're going to use your belt, or like I have a band, or if you don't have anything, then you can use your pant leg or whatever you have. Okay, so the figure 4, again, we have the levels of flexibility. So if you're on level 1, maybe the right foot can only bend a little bit, and this is as far as you can go. Okay, now for this, you're going to just simply breathe, and if your hands can stay comfortably on your thighs. Now you may be at level 2, which means that you can take the foot and you could place it against the ankle and foot on the opposite leg. And now you're going to be able to come up and raise the arm slightly. And breathe. Now, if you're on level 3, you're going to be able to ride that right foot up to the left leg. Now, if you need your strap to help and support you, that's all you do is wrap it around and hold it. Now, this opens up the hips. Now, with this, even with level 1 and level 2, you're lubricating the hips. And now let's breathe. And let's bring that right leg down. And then the left would be level 1 you may be at, where you're just simply on your tippy toes of the left foot, and you may come only this far or keep your hands on your thighs. If you're on level 2, you're going to be able to spread a little bit farther apart the legs and place that left heel on the inside of the right ankle. And again, you can raise the arms up a little bit farther. But then again, you may be at level 3. Okay, now you're going to take your left and bring it on the thigh of the right, and you could feel the opening of the hips. And if you need this, then just hold on. You may put it on even on the outside of the leg, okay? And simply breathe. Now, for level 3, the upper body, I would suggest engage it fully. So stretch the arms up. So this would be level 3. Remember, you could be at level 3 in the lower body, but maybe only level 2 in the upper body. You can also use this for level 2 for the upper body, and keep the palms of the hands on the thighs for level 1 of our upper body. And then slowly bring that down. And come back into your sitting mountain. Bring the awareness to the hips and the pelvis. Be sure it's aligned beautifully, the upper body and the lower. The shoulders back, opening the chest. Now, next, we're going to move into bound angle. If those of you that joined me last week, we did this asana or posture last week, but I'm going to walk you through it for those that maybe didn't do it. Okay, so bound angle, again, also opens up the thighs, then therefore lubricating the hips. So for this, we're going to simply, for level 1, we're going to simply take our feet and we're going to have our heels almost touching each other. So you have a slight V in front. This would be level 1. Now you may be on level 2. Now then you can even separate your legs farther and push the legs out. Now you have a wide space in between. Just make sure you are secure on your chair, safe. And if you're on level 3, you're going to take your block. You only need one, and you could place it right in between you, so it's in your center. And then you can come a little bit farther forward on the chair, safety number 1, and stretch and open. And simply breathe. Now, you may be able to engage your body even into a level 4. So come and sit back slightly. And if you are on level 4, you may want to take the left foot and the right foot and place it on the chair. Hold on to your toes. Open the chest by bringing the shoulders back and breathe. This would be a level, actually level 4 and 5. And breathe. Feel the opening through the hips, but also the movement of the thighs. And breathe. And then exhale and come down. Okay. Now, the last series is called the brain dance. Okay. And I'm going to walk you through probably 4 of the brain dances sequences. And then hopefully you can stay tuned next week and I'll actually do the full brain dance. This is very good for our brains. First of all, we're going to start with number 1, which is breathe deeply. Now, this deep breath is essential to get oxygen into our body and carbon dioxide coming in and to nourish every cell, every part of our physical body and our brain. Now, the deep breathing utilizes, well, actually, even regular, doesn't have to be super deep, but regular breathing takes up 1/5 of our oxygen, each inhalation and exhalation, but the brain takes in 1/5. So let's begin. Sitting mountain, nice deep breath, and keep your eyes open for this. Inhale through the nose, exhale fully out through the nose or the mouth. Again. We'll do this 3 times. Deep breathing is essential for the full functioning of our brain. And then relax. Now we're going to move into the brain dance number 2. And this is called tactile, or as you know, touch. Now, touch leads to bonding, but it also leads to sensory integration. And it's very interesting because what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start on the lower body and we're simply going to tap. You can use both of your hands for this. This is part of the tactile sensation. And then the left side. And I'm not going to go into each of them because we don't really have that much time, but you can do this on your own and you could feel the beautiful tactile sensation. Put it on your head, etc. Now, besides tapping, you can do rubbing, okay? Maybe you do this already. Some people rub with a loofah, others use a face cloth, and then this is another tactile sensation. And then the opposite side. So that's rubbing, and then the upper body, and then on your head. Those are two. Now the other would be kind of scratching or lightly, just take the fingernails and go up the left arm, straight across, right. And as you can see, I'm moving a little fast through this because this does take a while. Now, when you do this on your own, you can take as long as you like and just enjoy the sensations. Okay. Now, the other interesting part about the tactile is not only is it a sensory integration, but it helps to feel your body awareness in space. So as we cultivate our body awareness, we could walk through the day very conscious of our alignment, our posture, and our structure. Which brings us to number 3, and it's called core distal. Okay, so here is our core body, that's our center. But our distal are our fingers, so our extremities. So it would be the fingers and the toes. And these work in unison. So when we extend the fingers and we extend the toes, okay, we are coming back to our core and also the alignment of our body as we walk through space. Okay, the pelvis, our shoulders, opening the chest, very important. Our core distal. Next, number 4 is the head and the tail. The tail becomes your pelvis. Okay? Now, we want to be aware of the integration of our pelvis and our head. So we can call the head here, and our pelvis is really our tail. So it's called head tail, the relationship between the pelvis and the head. This also allows us to walk consciously and aware throughout the day. Also, even as we sit, like we're in chair yoga right now, we have the pelvis and the head, and we want to be aware. So as we move through the yoga asanas and postures, we begin to really be extremely aware of our alignment, our chest to be sure we're breathing fully. And these are all the wonderful benefits of our practice. So next week, we will take the brain dance and we'll go through those 4 again sequences, and I'll add a couple of more. Okay, so you'll have the whole list of the brain dance. And keep in mind, if you could practice this week, especially the breathing, that deep breathing, oxygenating the whole body and especially the brain, okay? And remember, the brain is utilizing approximately 1/5 of your oxygen. So let's come back now, this time in a relaxing posture. Now, if you have your blanket, you may want to take your blanket like I'm going to do and just place it on your body. And if you have a chair with a back, you can slide your sits bones farther back and just begin to relax. Open up the chest by putting the shoulders back, but still relaxed. And just rest. Bring the awareness to your eyes and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your mouth. Nice big smile. Now bring your awareness to your breath and inhale through the nose and simply exhale out through the nose or the mouth. And now I'd like you to open up your eyes and let's end with our intention. And we'll say it 3 times. I am strong. I am secure. I am strong. I am secure. I am strong. I am secure. So thank you all for joining me this evening and have a wonderful week. Practice, 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 and hopefully I'll see you next week, next Wednesday, 5:30. Stay tuned. Good night, everyone.